Okay, first off, they pride themselves on being able to teach you a really complex idea in just 5 minutes.
How'd you like to learn a lot in a short amount of time?
But a lot of the lessons taught in these videos can be explained in a few seconds. All Palestinian people should be treated the same way that we treat their terrorist organizations. Modern art is objectively bad, which of course is according to their opinion. The left ruins everything. This one's pretty self-explanatory. In this video they actually come to the conclusion that the police are racist towards white people. Conservatives actually help the environment. Fossil fuel companies are more important than the well-being of the planet. Side note, if you look up this exact video title, the actual answer comes up for the PragerU video, which I find pretty funny. How long did that take? I'll be taking 5 minutes to outline the worst parts of PragerU in order to appeal to the same kind of group, but there are more things that are wrong with them than I can talk about in just 5 minutes, to be fair. The biggest thing is, it's not a university. You may be a bit confused as to what PragerU actually is. It's at its core a YouTube channel that claims to be educational. Just because some homeschooler parents make their kids watch your videos and you provide worksheets to do after the video, doesn't mean you get to call yourself a university. Those worksheets include questions like this, by the way. For an example, let's just take a look at the most recent 5-minute video that was produced on the PragerU channel. It's titled The Bravery Deficit, and I actually somewhat like the message. Speak your mind. So why is it bad? Well, the examples used in the video and the specific ideas that PragerU wants spoken. The speaker, Dave Rubin, has some problematic opinions.
Believe that men can't give birth? Congrats, you're a transphobe.
Well, no one is saying that men can give birth. So if you take this argument at face value, it makes the other side look really stupid. But when he says men, he's referring to trans women and the transition over. He's making it pretty obvious that he's in some way opposed to transitioning. And he may not be a transphobe, but reducing trans women down to this little graphic isn't a good look, to say the least.
Want people to keep more of what they earn because they know how to spend it better than the government does? Bravo, you're a greedy capitalist.
The government needs money to function, to keep your money from losing its value. In a society with money, at least. Otherwise, what's stopping others from just taking your money? Are you gonna get a private police? I don't think Dave Rubin is a monarchist.
Understand that the gender pay gap is because men and women often choose different professions and different hours, not because of rampant sexism? Hooray, you're a misogynist.
Notice how he says understand at the beginning. Like if you find any nuance or reason in the system, you're just wrong about it. Yes, the gender wage gap is what he thinks, but he takes the approach of that's just how it is, when he could be recognizing why it is how it is.
Just because a former bartender says the world is going to end in 12 years because of climate change doesn't mean it's true.
Hey, what's wrong with being a former bartender? I thought capitalists were about working your way up from the bottom. Let's not focus on the past here. AOC is widely successful and influential nowadays, so it doesn't really matter where she came from. In fact, it's an inspiring story.
Just because a filmmaker says we should model our healthcare system on Cuba's doesn't mean it's a good idea.
That's a misquote, and I'd rather not take it seriously. Here he says something truthful.
And just because a career politician is a millionaire with 3 houses who rails against the rich doesn't make him a hypocrite.
Just kidding, of course. That was just a joke. On his part. He actually does think that you can't be rich and a leftist at the same time, which doesn't make any sense. Voting against what will improve your quality of life only shows that you really stand for what you think is right. It's why poor Republicans vote against their own interests all the time. I just used this video to outline a few problems because it's the most recent. You don't have to go far to find bad videos on the PragerU YouTube channel, and it's not even one of the worst ones. From here on out, we'll do a lightning round. These two videos are practically the same. All of the response videos to PragerU are so long because you have to explain why a 30-second clip is wrong for about 3 minutes. They unironically use the term social justice warrior. According to this video, Britain was liberal? Question mark? Maybe. Oh, and this guy? He thinks that slavery was okay. The slaves didn't have it that bad, guys, right? They were fed.
See, this is the thing, the Jews aren't gonna win, guys.
While we're talking about racism, PragerU only brings on minority speakers when they want to talk about race relations, or why white people have it bad in America. It feels really disingenuous. For some final thoughts, PragerU serves as an outlet for people to get quick and easy propaganda. You don't have to put much thought into watching them unless you're trying to prove them wrong. They provide an easy way for the more simple part of the right wing to get outraged over the left, but they don't really offer anything of value. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll probably make more videos like this, and by this, I mean other things. I'm gonna be really spontaneous. You won't know what I'm gonna upload next, but, yeah, we'll see. Follow me on Twitter.
Socialism is based